So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow. No sugar.
Why are you here, Sonny?
Brad Pitt gets behind the wheel in F1, one of few new summer movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with the sequel, M3GAN 2.0, and plus I talk about the success of How to Train Your Dragon and the downfall of Elio. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Brad Pitt plays a former F1 driver who is reduced to taxi driving, gambling, and driving for hire, but his old friend, played by Javier Bardem, offers him a chance to race with and mentor a young F1 rookie played by Damson, Idris.
You're making a mistake, thinking I'm just gonna be some grateful kid who'll bend the knee to an old-timer.
I suppose it's an unwritten rule that the experienced racer and the young rookie have to have their conflicts regarding the definition of racing. The young man thinks he doesn't need an old man telling him how to race, while the old man also has his troubles, and both Pitt and Idris deliver with the right charms and consistency.
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's alright, you're just worried I'm quicker than you.
F1, written and directed by Joseph Kosinski, is a little too long with some repetitive races, but there are races well worth your time. It's an entertaining depiction of the Formula One world that acknowledges that there are going to be conflicts, crashes, and an examination on the true meaning of the sport. This is also the latest attempt for Apple Studios to allow their films to be shown on the silver screen. I don't want this failing at the box office because I watched this movie in an IMAX theater, and it's the perfect place to see it. Our next movie is M3GAN 2.0, the sequel to the surprise horror hit, in which Allison Williams played the roboticist Gemma, who gave her niece the robotic doll M3GAN, who transitions into a murderous psycho. The doll comes back into her life when a new AI robot named Amelia, anonymous military engagement, logistics, and infiltration android, has the same programming as M3GAN, but deadlier. She's played by Ivana Sakno.
She's gone rogue, killing anyone who's contributed to her creation.
M3GAN is once again played by Amie Donald and voiced by Jenna Davis. She starts off getting a delightful-looking Teletubby body, but is later given an upgrade that makes her a little taller.
Alright, meat sacks. Let's get to work.
I like some of M3GAN's new appearances, and M3GAN 2.0 fights against one of my least favorite things, AI, with more passion than what was displayed in the Electric State with those neurocasters, or whatever the hell those things were. Don't know, don't care. But the sequel ends up being a downgrade with too much plot and robots and not enough of the satire that helped make the original a hit. There's nothing really wrong with this movie transitioning from a horror movie to a spy movie, but there's too much bugs in this code for it to be a complete upgrade. Okay, now I talk about the success of the How to Train Your Dragon remake and the downfall of Pixar's latest animated film, Elio. For the past 2 weekends, How to Train Your Dragon has topped the box office, and I like the way director Dean DeBlois honors his animated films with how the characters and dragons look like their animated counterparts, but I disliked how it barely took any different directions and just extended scenes to make it longer.
My fault!
I also heard the other day that parents walked out of it with smaller children who were frightened by it. My response is, it could have been worse if they made Toothless look more realistic. They should have taken them to see Elio, which has a lot more colors and exuberance than the other film. Granted, it's not a first-rate Pixar film, but at the very least it has a fun appeal for both kids and adults, especially when the title kid finally gets abducted by aliens who think he's the leader of Earth.
Wow.
Come, everyone's eager to meet you.
I am the Universal User's Manual. I contain the secrets of the universe. What is the meaning of life?
Who would win in a fight? One gorilla with a baseball bat or 10 chimps?
The gorilla.
So far, the box office receipts have declared it the lowest opening for a Pixar film, but I believe there can be some optimism, especially since Elemental was a sleeper hit 2 years ago. And despite that, the studio still believes that they can still make original films as well as sequels, and they want to hear from people about what they want to see. So, this is CJ telling them not to let the box office tell them how to make good movies, but to keep their spirits alive. Recapping this week's new movies, thumbs up for F1, thumbs down for M3GAN 2.0, and need I remind you, I gave How to Train Your Dragon thumbs down, and Elio thumbs up.
You're crazy!
Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.